All right, I'm going to start working on this hand and arm, and I've sort of stuck something here to see how it looks. It's a armature for the hat that he's going to be holding in his hand, and I just got to figure out how I'm going to have that working. So anyway, just going to remove the clay on the forearm and hand and redo that with my monster clay, which I've had softening. All right, I'm going to remove the clay. And the armature for the hat. Okay. I'm thinking I better make the brim of the hat on this armature and then place it in here. Anyway, what I'm thinking is he's going to be holding a hat, and if he has to, in an emergency, they notice he's there, he can take his hat, throw it at him to distract him, and then he can pull his rifle and aim it and shoot it and kill one of them, and then with the barrel or the butt of the rifle, knock out the other one. And so that's my thinking as far as strategy on his part. I mean, that's what I would do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make the brim of the hat. To show you what I'm doing, I have to keep my clay soft. And you can see how little I got left in my box here. I'm going to have to supply that again. But I'm putting the light above, half the light above this clay here and half above the monster clay to soften it up so I can work with it. All right, I'm going to try to make the hat. Now this is the bottom half that I'm going to do of the brim. This is the part that the armature is going to sit on, and then I'll just add clay to this. I'm not worried about the opening of the hat for his head because it'll be against the rock and won't be seen. And what I did was I took my caliper and put it, I'll show you. I put it above his head to see if the brim would be wide enough to be logical, and it looks good that size. That's how I came to make it this size. Okay, I'm going to just cover the armature. I had to think this through because I didn't know how I'd do this and make it work out. I'm starting to think that I should have probably made this a little longer. Let's see how it works out. I'll come back when I get this pretty well done because I gotta get my head over it and if I get my head over it to work on it, I'll be right in front of the camera. All right, be right back. What I've got is a curled up edge of the brim. Everything I need to do to make this hat look individual, I've got to do before I put it in his hand, because it'd be almost impossible for me to do it once it's in his hand. So I'm putting a hat band on. I'm not sure this is even going to work, but I gotta try it. I take some electrician's tape and I'm going to attach it to the arm with that. That hat's heavy, so it wants to fall. I'll come back when I get this hopefully attached. Be right back. If I don't put the electrician's tape on it, it will eventually just drop. Like I said, I don't know if this will even work. All right, I solved the problem of the camera by putting it further away from the sculpture. Now this monster clay, when it stiffens, will strengthen the armature a little bit. That's the plan anyway. I've never done this before, so this is the first time. Okay, I'm going to put it up against a rock where he's going to be holding a hat. Yeah, it'll have to be like that. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. All right, I'm going to continue. What I'm going to try to do is do his hand with his fingers. And hopefully make them look like fingers. I'm trying to put knuckles on his hand. It actually turned out pretty darn good. It's holding really well. I had the idea to do this morning while I was laying in bed, half asleep. I get my best ideas in the morning when I wake up, or before I wake up. Again, for the benefit of those who have never seen my videos before, I had to figure out a way to make foreign material like monster clay, which is not the main clay that I use. I had to figure out a way of making it look like the surrounding clay. And the only thing I could think of is go to a hardware store, take a sample of my clay, and have them match the color. And I chose an indoor matte finished or flat finished water soluble paint that would work best. And They match the color, and when it dries, it looks just like the surrounding clay. It just takes away questions about it. Also, it helps me to see how the total piece is going to look without the distraction of a blue clay and a brown clay. Sorry, I'm just trying to support this while I hit it with this brush. It has no effect on the casting of the bronze because it all comes out looking exactly the same. In bronze. All right, that's as far as I'm going to get today. I spent most of today just trying to figure this setup here out. I think I achieved it. This part of the mountain man is going to be facing the rock, or right up against it. So I'm not going to worry too much about detailing. I will fill all that in with clay, but for now, this worked out just fine. I mean, that hat is not going to start drooping. And so tomorrow, I'll start adding muscle to the arm and then start doing the sleeve. All right, everybody. I still got work to do on that beard. I'm not totally happy with that. But I am happy with how this is turning out, so I'm not going to tear it apart and do something else. I'm going to keep playing with this one. I will add a little clay to the hand just to add a little more detail. Regular clay, not the monster clay. All right, everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Good night. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.